I thought I had a pic of them. I don't. Damn, I thought I had a pic of them. We'll just do that. And let me do this. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Summer. I don't see any comments yet, but I see that the people's in here. What's up, y'all? As y'all come in, double tap the. It don't cost you a thing. However, if you want to support the page, you can become a member today. Become a roomie, baby, and support the cause. It's been crazy the last couple of days, man. I had to go take a little ride. I said, let me get the live up, and I ain't been live in a minute. I've been super freaking busy. And I want to do like an official live where I get some highlights and clips for y'all to cover this story. But it's been super crazy the last couple of days. What up, Steph? My freaking last couple of weeks have been, I feel like I've been busy, just on go. Which way am I going? Where is the store that I'm going to? I gotta go towards the mall. So I need to go that way. I think I need to go that way. I think I need to go that way. I've been super busy the last couple of weeks with prom, graduation. My niece is on her way to college. When I tell y'all, I cannot express how excited I am about that, man. I am so happy for her. I'm so excited to watch her journey continue. I know that for a lot of people, people might think like that's kind of weird, but it's not. I'm like, my niece has won against teen pregnancy. She's been officially an adult. She has finished high school. She is not complacent when it comes to boys. Like she's not boy crazy. She's focused. She's goal oriented. She know where she want to go, and she's beautiful on top of it all. And I just love it. I love it for her. I truly, truly do. Seeing her go to her prom the other day, it like, oh my gosh, she's grown up. She's not a baby anymore. Hey, chocolate. Hey, Mel. I'm driving you guys, so if I miss you as you come into the room, please charge it to my safety, not to my heart. Safety first. Let me show y'all my beautiful niece. If y'all miss it, y'all need to go watch that video I put up of her from her prom. My niece is gorgeous, okay? 8 down. Y'all see my niece? These eights is down, okay? And I was just looking at the pictures make me emotional. I felt like I was crying for like 3 days after her prom. Every time I would look at her pictures or the videos and stuff that I made, it just made me so emotional on the inside because I'm like, oh, she did it and she's not finished. Like, it's sad to even like think about how high school is like, it's a huge accomplishment in general, right? But so many people don't make it that far, especially like in the black community. But seeing not just my niece, I have my nieces from another sister, who are not like my blood nieces, but they are, we're close. I consider them my niece. To see them often in college, to see my younger cousins graduating and going off to college, seeing so many other beautiful young ladies and gentlemen finishing up and heading off like to go to college, like seeing it happen like in droves, it just hit different. It just hit different. And I'm just so excited to be a part of her life, her journey. I can't wait to see where it takes her. And I'm here for it all, man. I'm here for it all. She makes me so freaking, she has made me so proud. And when I tell you, I ain't gonna get into details about the beginning, but it was a rough beginning. So I'm happy that we got here. I'm happy that we got here and that she's just been super focused. I'm just so excited for her. So excited for her. And I was so happy that she wasn't one of them girls that wanted like a very revealing, very hoochie mama type, garment. I'm happy that she went more with, elegant, classy, elegant, classy look or whatever. That excited me. This background is too much. Let's just do that. Where is my logo? Can y'all see my logo? Double tap the screen. Why my logo not on the screen? Why my logo not on the screen? I don't really like that. I really like that. Um, that joint right there got too much going on. Let's put this up. Boom. I don't know where my logo why it's not showing, but we gonna put this up, right? So enough for my niece. Along with her prom and getting ready for her graduation. I had birthdays come up. Yesterday was my baby girl birthday. She turned 8. Thank you for all her aunties, virtual and blood, that got her gifts. I truly appreciate it. She had a blast yesterday. Um, she's growing up. I got to hang with my sisters. My son came, so it was just a beautiful outing yesterday. We went to go see Lilo and Stitch. When I say I was in there crying like a little baby, crying like a little baby, my daughter gonna say, "You got some serious sensitivity issues." Like, what, girl? What? Like, now don't do too much on me. Did I say hey now? Hey now. Um, So it's just, and I'm working on a wedding cake. I'm just been super duper busy. Like, I haven't been able to put up snippets or nothing really. Although I've been watching, I haven't had time to really edit and do much of a lot. However, I definitely been watching the Clarissa, Papoose and Remy Ma thing. And I want to know, is anybody in here that has been following that? Probably not. But if you have been following it, like, what are y'all thoughts on that? What are y'all thinking? Because I just feel like, I know some people were like, I, Clarissa is my girl. Clarissa is my girl. I am like a super fan when it comes to her. I don't know how anybody cannot like Clarissa. She is legit like a rose that grew from concrete. Like, she is legit the definition of a rose that grew through concrete. The girl's her background, where she came from, what she's went through, what she's accomplished, it legit gives a rose that came through concrete. And so I really can't understand, like, I understand it, but I can't understand it. Like, I don't understand it because I'm like, how can you hate someone that came from where she's came from and accomplished what she's accomplished? Like, she's legit like goals. She is like role model. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at her. This is an achievement. This is an example that regardless of your circumstances and where you came from, you can do it. You could be what you want to be. Legit, she is like a poster board for people, girls, black girls, even boys, just looking at, like, just because your circumstances this doesn't mean you can't achieve this, like, legit. So I can't understand why people dislike her. Like, but I understand it as a group of black people. I don't know why we are the way we are. It's like we hate to see ourselves winning. Like, we hate to see people winning. It's kind of like we want to cheer you on and we want you to have these goals, but if you achieve these goals and you reach certain levels, the love turns into hate. And I just don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get hate cupcake boo. Like, I don't get that part. Like, oh, did I leave my ear? I think I left my earpods in the house. And I bet you they're about to die. I don't get that part. So this whole thing, like, just her in general, like, people disliking her is weird to me. Hey, Lauren Marie, people disliking her is weird to me. Calling her cocky and all this. She can be cocky. She can be cocky. She has a right to be cocky. Whatever. So, like, but from what I've been watching, just how she presents herself, her in her own space outside of boxing, she just comes off like she come off as humble, but don't mess with her, because if you mess with her or you come sideways, she going in your mouth either with her blood or with her words. You know what I'm saying? I think people don't like that. I don't think people. I think people dislike her confidence and that she knows who she is, what she is, and where she's going. Like, I think people. I don't know why that would be anything to hate, but like the hate for her to me is weird. And also just looking at like the timeline of events and how what we know actually has occurred, the viewpoint of some of these people with the whole Remy Ma, Clarissa Papoose thing is mind blowing. Because I see a lot of people like, you dating a married man, you dating a married man, you dating a married man, da 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 da. I don't see that on the other side with Remy Ma saying, um, she's out here, the boys dating a married woman. Like, why is it different? Why is this shot taken at Papoose and Clarissa, but it's not? this same shot is not being given on the other side. And another thing I can't understand is people are mad at Clarissa for when she get asked questions about her relationship and the Remy Ma thing. People are mad at her and telling her like she need to just stay out of it or she need not to say nothing. She need to bypass it. When the person that put it out in the universe was Remy Ma. Like I'm listening to her live that she did when she decided to go live the other day, and her reason being was because of the Breakfast Club interview that Clarissa did, and of course they brung up, her being exposed by, her and Papoose being outed, on the internet by Remy Ma, and how she answered it to me, she ain't disrespectable the girl. She ain't dragged the girl. She just she just answered like how she handled it and pretty much ended it like, it's some other stuff that needs to happen. I'm like, but that ain't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Like that, she left it at that. And I'm just like, for her to do that live and say, stop speaking about me, stop answering questions about me. I'm like, if you didn't want to be talked about, if you didn't want you to be a topic, why didn't you bring it to social media? One, y'all weren't together. You and Papoose had been split up long before him and Clarissa got together, according to you and Papoose. So this is why I can say that confidently. Y'all both said y'all were already done, right? Everybody knows you was dating Easy from the block. That's been going the last two years or something like that. 2 or 3, I think since like 2023, 2022, it became public knowledge that she was dealing with the boy Easy the block. We in 2025, Papoose finally is dealing with someone that end up being publicized, and now it's like a problem. Now, I personally don't recall Papoose, out in their situation. I know Papoose, supposedly went up in the bull mouth after he found out he slept with his wife, but he said that the only reason why he went in his mouth is because he said him and a guy had shook hands. He said so that was disrespect. He was like, he knew they was married, and at the time when, and for y'all don't know the story, just follow along with like the not the people necessarily, but just listen to the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the time when Remy Ma slept with the guy Easy to Block, her and Papoose were still together. They had not split. According to Papoose, they had not split up. They still were a unit. And Remy Ma does these battle reps, and things like that. And Easy is one of the people that was battling. So uh, Papoose said he shook this man's hand before, and then he started hearing whispers on the street that Remy Ma and the guy Easy supposed to be sleeping around. So when he confirmed it, he said he went in he punched the boy Easy out and stumped him. He said, and it wasn't just because he slept with her. He said it's because like it was disrespect. Like you shook my hand, smiling in my face type time, but you sleeping with my wife. Like that's crazy. Like that's crazy. I'm like, so I get that. I understand that. And so I'm like, if you moved on, you was doing your own thing. I don't understand what was necessary for you to out him and Clarissa, right? They had it went public or nothing. So now you on live. Remy is on live after she outed them, right? What's up, clear alt delete? After Remy outed their relationship, right? Now you on the internet saying, I don't think you should be out here publicizing what you got going on. You got a daughter. She like, you have a daughter. And I mean, she in there talking about she trying to put certain restrictions and stuff on her phone so she can't go stumble upon it on like YouTube or stuff or apps online or something like that that she has access to. But I'm like, shouldn't that have been something you should have been thinking about before you decided to get in your feelings and out their relationship? You put it out in the world. Nobody knew Clarissa and Papoose was seeing each other until you dropped the receipts on the internet. No, I mean, and it's sad that their relationship had to come out that way, but dang, where am I going with? Oh, the story is further up. So I'm like, I would have probably never known who Clarissa was, probably from her movie eventually. But first, my first presentation of Clarissa, unfortunately, was Remy Ma outing her because it was a story that I covered. And then her biopic came out. So I'm like, you outed Clarissa and Pat on the internet, trying to make them look like some nuts or whatever like that, right before Clarissa released her movie, right? Now you're on the internet again, right before Clarissa's fights again, like fights a big fight again. So I'm just like, how are you saying you don't want, he shouldn't be out here publicizing him and a girl? You know, you still married, you still got a daughter. We should work these, keep this stuff private until everything is settled. But you brought it to the internet. It's kind of like you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have outed it to the world, understanding that y'all are celebrities. Y'all are big names. Clarissa is really big in the media right now. Um, and apparently she was big before, but I'm not big into sports. I'm a boxing fan now though. Hey Cinderella dressing yellow. I'm a boxing fan now though. I wasn't a boxing fan before, but I'm team Clarissa, okay? If I can afford the opportunity to go see one of her fights in person, I definitely would go and see her fight in person. Like she just seems like a really dope individual. And I think that she should be celebrated because she's doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? But I just find it weird that people are upset with Clarissa when Remy Ma is legitimate, the person that brought this to the internet. And then I was talking to somebody else on a post, like, what are y'all talking about? She talking about Remy Ma exposed her. They was trying to set Remy Ma up. I'm like, what are you talking about? That never happened. That's not what the messages say. Where did you get this from? I never came across, and I covered the story where it was a situation that the reason why Remy Ma outed them is because she was going to set them up. That's not what the messages said. The messages was about Clarissa was upset with Papoose because somebody wasn't answering his phone or something. And then it was a situation about um, her asking for flowers or more quality time or something like that, and it being an issue. And then um, also what she said was after Remy had went to social media and outed them, she said, "I can't be doing this exposure type stuff right before my movie come out. My PR team is going crazy. You need to handle this." It was never no setup situation. So I'm like, "What are y'all talking? What are you talking about?" And I'm just like, people want to be Team Remy so bad because, and I'm not anti Remy. I don't have nothing personally against Remy Ma. Like I love her music. She's a beautiful female, but I'm just saying, like, the facts are the facts. You bring this stuff to the internet, and once you bring it to the internet, it don't just go away. You can't serve the dish. You can't serve the dish and then tell people how to eat the dish that you served them. You know what I'm saying? I think Clarissa answered those questions with grace at the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's up with. Then I'm kind of confused about the whole divorce thing. Remy, like I've been trying to get him to divorce me. I've been trying to get him to divorce me. But Pat said she ain't ever filed for no divorce. They said that they was going to keep it amicable and keep things how it was for their daughter, for the sake of their daughter, which I could understand that. I know people that choose to not mess up what's going on for the sake of their children. A lot of people stay in situations for the sake of their children because they want them to come up in what looks like a two-parent household. They think it's better for the kids, but a lot of times it's not. It's more damaging, especially if it's not a happy household. Kids pick up on that stuff. They can see the strain. They can see the struggle. They can see the love not there and dwindling down. So a lot of times we think as parents, like we doing our kids a favor, whole time they know you miserable. They know you sad. They wishing that you would just left. You know what I'm saying? So I can see they was together for 20 years. So I could definitely see them saying, we gonna try to make this work like this. You do you, I do me. But when it's home time, like we represent this way. You know what I'm saying? We represent like a family. So I can see that. And I'm like, if she filed for divorce, she never posted like receipts that she filed for divorce. Papoose posted that he filed for divorce yesterday or the day before, or something like that. And I'm kind of confused because someone said, yeah, both of them could file. Then somebody said in New Jersey, no, only one person could file. So did Remy Ma really file for divorce? Or she just been capping this whole time? Or whatever. So I don't really, it's just all weird and unnecessary to me, like games. If you done and you moved on, be done and move on. None of this had to come to social media. None of it has to come to social media. Drama brings all the people to the yard. They want to ride coattails and on the internet. Right, and let me tell you this. Remy Ma started out her live like, y'all know I don't do this internet stuff. Y'all know I don't do this. Y'all know I don't do that. And I'm like, girl, you've been doing the internet stuff. What are you talking about? You've been playing these internet games. What are you talking about? And so when Papoose went live, I was so shocked because he don't do the internet stuff. He don't go live. He don't do that. So when he went live, I was like, oh snap. When I tell you this man had 40,000 people on his Instagram live, it was crazy. I'm like, 40,000 people on an Instagram live trying to catch what you gotta say. People shocked that you on here. You know what I'm saying? But somebody want him on that live bad, baby. They was blowing his phone up. They was blowing his phone up. They did not want him on that live stream. They wanted him to get off real bad. They wanted him to get off real bad. But baby, Pep said, I'm here for it. And he said, we here to say. But I am at my destination. So I'm gonna get up off this phone and go do what I need to do. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And just follow the bouncing ball. Like, try not to be biased in how you feel. Because although I like Clarissa, I was hoping Clarissa didn't say anything. Like, I was hoping she just let Papoose and Remy like do whatever they was gonna do, and she don't say anything. I feel like she's entitled to defend herself. She's definitely entitled to defend herself. I don't think that she's wrong in that. I just think to kind of keep her image and for people not to try to paint her in a certain light, it would have been good for her to not to say anything in this scenario. Like, but she said what she said, and it is what it is. Like, nobody, I don't feel like nobody should be faulting her for defending herself about some of the things that was said about her. You know what I'm saying? But I think if she would have just been able to kind of fall back and not say nothing, I think that would have kind of spoke volumes. Would have spoke volumes for her. You know what I'm saying? Um, hey Cheryl the Pearl. Hey Tabitha. I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Let me go ahead and run my errands and I'll get at y'all later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Toodles. Congratulations to anyone who is going through prom season and graduation season. I hope that you guys enjoy the proms. That is everything y'all need it to be. And congratulations for the achievements that you and your children have made, or your nieces, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to y'all, class of 2025. All right, y'all. Bye.